Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back. Today, today is today is day 12. Today is day 12 in our web development course here. Okay. Today we are going to look at GitHub. GitHub. Okay. I can even bold it here. Today we are going to look at GitHub. Okay. Okay, so in our previous video, before I can even go to GitHub, in our previous video, it was day 11. In our previous video, we studied about cards, cards, or the card concept. The card concept. This is a very crucial concept. We are building web pages. So if you happen to miss this video here, I would suggest that you go back and you watch it. We built something like this. I want to show you in our lessons here. It was day 11, and I come here, I open with code. Give it some time as it's loading. I want to show you. Okay, it's like this. Here we said about, you can see about the parent box, we said about the child box, how all these ones come to be interplayed and how they come to connect. So guys, this is what we started yesterday. I'm going to show you, just give it some time. When the live server is here, then I click on it, then we show you what we did. I come here, I go live in live server here, starting. So guys, in our yesterday's video, we did something like this. This is a very crucial concept that we are going to use almost everywhere in the next coming parts. You should know at least how to do something like this. You should know how to do a card at least. The card concept, we are going to use it almost everywhere in our next coming videos to come. So if you don't have any clue about this, if you don't know how to make cards like this, please go back and you watch it. Okay. So this is what we did yesterday. This is what we did yesterday. So for today, I can even close that. Today we are going to study about GitHub. And what is the reason why we are studying GitHub? The primary reason why we are studying GitHub is for code storage. Code storage. This is a place where you store your code online. You just imagine, you see how I have all these files here. All these files here which I have been creating in the previous days. You can see them. Now this is day 11, day 10, day 8, day 9, day 7, and even there are others down. There are others which are in other folders which we have been studying in the previous days. So imagine like a certain person tells you that please share me all your code, and you have like, for example, like 30 files. It becomes quite very hard to track all where all your code is. Sometimes it becomes like it's really hectic, and it becomes very difficult to track that code. Okay, so this one here, GitHub here, is they have to look for a way of how do we get this code here and we make it and we have a place where we store our code and it is online. A place which is online. Where you can, even if you move, like for example, you move from a certain place and you move from a certain place to another place, you can easily find this code online. And Just imagine, let me first tell you, you see, if there was nothing like this GitHub here, most of the people by that time they could use all whatever means that they have in place to make sure that they send that code to a person. Eh? And these most of those means are manual. They are manual means. Okay. Okay. So let me first take you through some of the primary reason for why we are having GitHub here. We are starting GitHub is for you to learn code storage. A method which is easy and more efficient. Online code storage. Okay. Okay. So I would like to pass through some of the prerequisites. I ask here a question. What could happen? What could happen? Could happen if we didn't have a place where we could store our code online. What could happen? What could happen if we didn't have this place? Where we could store our code online? Okay? What could happen? This is a simple question, and we are going to derive some of the answers here. What could happen? Because this one is a well recognized place, online platform where most of the developers store their code online. This is GitHub. This is where we store our code online. Our code does not remain on machines, on PCs like this. This machine here can get stolen. This machine here can get stolen. This machine can have a virus, or it can have like a system encryption where someone comes and steals your code and uses it for all his or her practices which are dubious. So we have to find a place where we store our code here. So our code doesn't remain on these machines here. You see, our websites don't remain on these machines here. We put them in an online, well-recognized place or platform. You see? Okay. So I want to explain this more and more, and you get to see it. So what could happen if we didn't have a place where we could store our code online? Now we'll start. The first thing that could happen, there would be harder collaboration. Harder collaboration. Because you just imagine there are certain developers. For example, there are certain developers. If you're working on the same project, if you're working on the same project, if you're working on the same project, it would be really very difficult to coordinate. Because just imagine that you are working on the same project like this one here for day 11. And we have something like about like 5 to 6 developers. That means they'll have to share this same file here to 6 people. Then they do the same thing, then they make changes, and they look for a way how to update these changes in the same folder, which becomes really hard and time consuming. You see this? It becomes really hard and time consuming. So it is very hard to collaborate when you don't have a place where you're storing your code online. You see this? Are you seeing this? So even here, when the collaboration is very hard, it is very easy for someone else to overwrite another person's another developer's project. It is very easy for someone to overwrite another person's project. Someone could come and use the same exact thing we have been doing here, and then he uses it exactly. Or if it's a secret project or it's a private project, someone uses that same project and creates his own, and he copyrights it, like he uses it for his own means, yet it was yours in the beginning. You see this? So someone could even come and even remove some of the files and delete some of them, and then he puts his own, and he locks it with a, like he locks that code and says that then maybe that was his first project, which, and then he denies you the right of you owning that project at first. You see this? So this is all that comes when there is no when there is no when there is no online storage. You see this? So it would even team projects would become slow. Team projects would become slow down. You see this? Team projects slow down. You see this? So all this is caused by lack of online code storage. You see this? You see this? So in most cases, this is what comes about when there is harder collaboration. If there is no an online place where we store our code, it really becomes really difficult. You see? This is the first thing that happens when we don't have an online place. And now the second thing which happens, I hope you have noted this down on a piece of paper or on your notebook. So the second thing that happens when you don't have an online place where we store our code is, I want to explain this. The second thing that happens is no central portfolio of your code. To here, no central portfolio for your code. You see this, guys? Imagine you have millions and millions. Okay, let me say, maybe I could have exaggerated it. Imagine you have close to 1,000 projects. Close to 1,000 projects you have worked on in the previous years. And all of them you don't have an online place where you're storing them. It really becomes really difficult to track some of them. I see. We have just been working on these few files here. But just imagine we have like 1,000 of them. It becomes really challenging to track. I'm looking for a particular file. Where is it? You begin looking in the code, you begin searching in the code. Someone tells you, you worked on that project. Are you sure you worked on that project? Can you please show it to me? Can you deliver it to me in the shortest period of time? And you're looking for a project and you fail to find it. It becomes really difficult. You see this? There is no any central place where you can see your code and you easily send it to someone that I worked on this project in a previous period. You see this? So it requires us to have a place where we're storing our code online. You see this? You can't store our code online on the emails. You store your code online on the email, on the maybe these small Google Drive. No, we store our code. We have a designated place where all developers or most of the developers store their code online. You see this? You see this? Okay, so this is the second problem which you face when you don't have an online place. You see this? And thirdly, what could happen? What could happen is that there is difficulty to track the version. Okay. So imagine like I have made a slight change. If I come back here in my code, this is done for day 11, done we did yesterday's project, and maybe I say let me go live. Let me go live, and we see this is the project I did yesterday. It was like this. Imagine I did this project like 1 week ago. Now to this week here, I just make a slight change like this. For example, I change this one to blue, from blue, I change it to orange, orange red, orange red. This is what we did yesterday's project. If you missed this, you really missed the key concept, and it may affect you in the future. So I would suggest you go back and you watch that video so that you don't miss this. Okay? Okay. So if imagine like I'll show you something. Parent box is orange red here. I've changed this from blue to orange red. Okay? Okay. So and I don't know why it's not showing. I'm not sure you. Let me first stop the pod and I go and I switch on the pod. Okay, still static. Something I want to show you. Something I want to show you. Something I want to show you. If I check here, I see. So, members, just imagine, I want to just show you this. You see, this is 45 million. So, this is 450 million. So, if I come here and I just change from maybe 455 and I just make this maybe 900. Or, okay, let me say like 900 million. 900 million as you see it there. You see this, Are you seeing this? This changes here from 450 to 900 million. So when I come here, when I come here, let me first comment this. When I come here and I say maybe this one is, I change this to orange red, the background to orange red. It's like this now. I made this change here and also made this change here. When you come back in my files here, these files are not going to increase, they're going to remain the same as they are. But now the changes I've made, you cannot easily see them unless you open this code and you read through it. That is when you can see these changes here. That's when you can see that I made this change here, I made this change here, I changed this from 450 million to 900 million. All these changes here, you cannot see them unless you have an online place where you're storing your code. That is when you can see I made these changes. That place, it tracks all your changes that you have made and shows them to you that you changed here, you changed the color here, you changed the background color here. So, but when you don't have an online place where you're storing your code, everything is going to be vague. Everything is going to be scattered. You will find that you have a lot of folders. For example, I talked about 1,000 projects. I don't even know the changes that you made in those 1,000 projects. It becomes really difficult to track. Are you seeing it? Very difficult to track. Difficult to track the version. You see this? So having an online place where we're storing our code is very, 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 very important, guys. Are you seeing it? You can track all the changes that you have made in a particular code base. You see? I made changes in color. I made changes in font size. I made changes in width. I made changes in fonts in font weight. You can track all these changes. The online place will show that you changed here on what date, at what time did you change this, it was changed by who. All that information is on that online place where you're storing our code. Our code doesn't remain on our machine. You see this? Our code doesn't remain on our laptop. You see this? Guys, are you seeing this? It doesn't remain here. We have an online place where we're storing our code. Guys, are you seeing this? Okay. So the fourth thing that can happen when you don't have an online place where you're storing our code is, let me talk about it. We could face a problem where we have fewer tools and integration. Okay? For example, when we are building our projects, when we are building such projects, like for example this one here, okay? There are a lot of things that we include, plugins that we put in our projects. Okay? A lot of plugins a lot of plugins and resources that we use when we are putting our projects look very nice. Okay? When you have it put in our code base here on the local machine, it really becomes really difficult to put some of the plugins or some of the packages that we use when we are building our projects. Okay? So the tools we use become limited. Okay? They are limited to only our machine. Yet, if we have a project that is stored online, we can be able to use some of those tools. Guys, are you seeing this? So this is a very big problem that we face when we don't have an online place where we're storing our code. Okay? Okay. So those are some of the things that happen when you don't have a place where you're storing your code online. Guys, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, guys? Guys, are you seeing this? Okay, so now let me talk about some of the examples. Of course, online places where we're storing our code are very many, but the most common place or the most used place is GitHub. Let me talk about others. There are also others. I can't rule out others. There are some people who like the other places where they store their code. They are related to GitHub. They want to look like GitHub. But they are different in their own way or their own setting. Others we have, for example, GitLab. GitLab. We have Bitbucket. We have Bitbucket. We have SourceForge. This one was the first. This one was among the first places where people could store their code. We have SourceForge, we have Bitbucket, SourceForge. Here we have AWS, Amazon Web Services, AWS Code Commit. Then we have also another place, Azure Repos. You see this? Azure Repos. You see this, guys? Okay, these are some of the other places that provide platforms where people store their code online. That the code does not remain on our local machine. Our code does not remain on our local machine like this. And it's filled here. You have 1,000 projects on the desktop. You have 1,000 projects on the folders, in these small folders. It becomes really scattered. You can put all your projects here, and the next day someone steals your laptop. Someone steals your laptop, and you lose all your 1,000 projects. Oh my, that can hurt you deeply. It can hurt you too. You can be heartbroken. You see this? You can't have 1,000 projects that you worked on all on your machine. You have never put all of them online, and someone comes and steals your machine. Or your machine crashes down, it gets like a virus, and you don't have any way how you can recover all your 1,000 projects. That can be so bad on your side. You see this? So that's why I am teaching you this today, that you can know it. An online place, a well-known place where you store your code online. You don't store our code on emails, you don't store our code in zip folders. We store our code in a designated, well-reserved place where all developers store their code. Some of them use GitLab, Some of them use Bitbucket, as you see here. Some of them use SourceForge, AWS Commit. This is Amazon Web Services. It's a high profile. It's a high profile place where people store their code, especially those people who are more advanced in coding. Are more advanced. We shall go to this. We shall see this as time goes on. When we reach and we become the professional level where we want to become, where we shall reach, we shall see this also in the future. It's a very powerful place where people store their code here, okay, on Amazon Web Services. So here there is Azure Repos. Also there is another place like Azure Repos, and also there are others I have not talked about. Is an exhaustive file, but for now, just get to know that there are these ones here. But the most common one which people use is GitHub. GitHub. This one is GitHub. Okay. Okay. So I think you have now noted that we have an online place where people store our code. Okay. Okay. So before I can go any further, I would like to hint on what we are going to cover in the coming days to come. In the coming days to come. Okay? Okay. So in day 30, please guys, I would not like you to miss this. In day 13, you're going to look at hosting. We're going to look at hosting. Then on day 14, we are going to look at backgrounds. So guys, I would not like you to miss this. I would not like you to miss this. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please, I would like you to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss up all this. When it comes like this by your way, you can easily be updated and you see it once it arrives. Okay. Okay. So this is what we're going to cover in the next coming 2 days to come. Tomorrow we're going to look at hosting, and the next day we're going to look at backgrounds. Okay. Okay. So this is what we are going to cover in our next period to come. Okay. So let me first take you through, and now under GitHub here, there is what we call a repo. A repo. Or I can term this. Let me. There is what we call a repo. Or this is a short form for a repository. Repository. You see this, You see this, guys, This file here, which I use here, for example, this one for day 11, one I used yesterday, to have this project here, to have this project which is here, is this file here. I don't call it file. This is a file, this is a file, this is a file, this is a file. I don't call it file here. The name changes from just calling it file, the name changes from calling it file, and I now call it a repo. Members, are you seeing this? Members, are you seeing this? Members, are you seeing this? I don't call it file. Where's my file? Where's my file? I'm looking for my file. I'm looking for my file that I had here. For example, the one for day 11. I'm looking for my file. The name changes. We don't call it file. We change it. We call it repo, or we call it a repository. Have you noted that? Have you noted that, guys? Have you noted that? Have you noted that? So, guys, there's something I want to show you. So, we are going to there is a local repository. A local repository. There's what they call a local repository. A local repository is more of a place which is, or like here. Are you seeing here? This is like a local repository where you have these simple files. These simple files. This is the local repository. A local repository. So guys, you know the difference. Guys, not the difference. I want to note the difference between this and this. So a file, this one I can call it a repo. But now a repository, like for example, if I say a local repository, it's just like a collection of files. All these files here, when they are on your machine, when they are on your machine, when they are on your machine, on your machine. This is what I can call as a local repository. Then an online repository, online repository is a collection of files when they are already online. When they are already online in our storage here, in our cold storage, is the online repository. A local repository, just a simple file is called a repo. A simple file is called a repo. But now a repository, a repository is that place which is organized like a big place. Now when I say local repository, I'm talking about the one which is on your machine. Your local repository is where it is a file which is on your machine here locally. Which is on your machine. And an online repository is one which is already on what? On the online, on our online code storage. You see this, guys? Okay. So now since we have talked a lot, we have now to do some of the action. We have to do some of the action. So guys, it's very easy to do this as long as we have been moving along. We have been moving along. We have been moving on a long journey. So I just come here. I just say, come here on Google and you say GitHub, and you say GitHub. Come here on Google and you say GitHub. You see this? You see this, guys? Then mine is already signed in. But now they'll first take you when you come here. Mine is already signed in. But let me first try to show you another browser where, for example, let me use like this one. GitHub. Okay. So this is how it looks when you have just signed in. This is how it looks. This is a place where you can build software, you can ship software. You don't send when someone tells you I want to send you want to send you my code. You don't tell someone I'll send you the code on email. I'll send you the code in zip folder. If the code is too much, the most recognized place is the GitHub. So guys, are you seeing this? So you come here and then you sign up. They'll bring you to a platform here, you sign up. You just sign up. You can sign up using your email, you can sign up using your password or anything. You sign up where you are. Okay? But before we can actually sign up, you need to first come here and you download something. I'll say here download Git. Come here, download Git Desktop. GitHub Desktop. So guys, are you seeing this? Download GitHub Desktop. Are you seeing it? Download GitHub Desktop. This we are going to look for the only way how we can push our code from here. Of course, there are two ways how we can push our code. We can push our code when we are writing it on code when you are using those codes which you have when you're using a command line interface, and also the other way is when you're using an application to do it for us. So right now I want you to go and then you download Git Desktop, GitHub Desktop. Save. It's now coming. You just go and you download Git Desktop. It will be there. They'll bring for you download for Windows like that, and you choose. It's coming, It's coming. Let's wait for it. It's coming here. So download that, and we see. Download it on your machine. If you already have it, it's good. But if you don't have it, I would like you to download it. Just download it. Download GitHub Desktop. Okay. We are going to use GitHub Desktop when we are pushing our files. And there are certain words I'm going to use right now. I'm going to use some good words. I'm going to use a word called pushing. Okay. Let me use the common layman's language. When I say we are sending our files online onto the online code storage. So this is the way I can use it when I can. This is the layman's way of saying I'm sending my files onto the online storage, or I'm sending my files onto GitHub. This is the layman's way of saying this. So in other words, instead of saying this, I can just say I'm pushing my files, and I'm going to be using that word so much beginning from today. I'm not going to be using such words like sending our files onto the online storage. I'm just going to tell you we are pushing our files to what? To GitHub. We are pushing our files to GitHub. That's what I'm going to be using from today onwards. We're just be saying we are pushing our files to GitHub. I'm going to be using we are sending our files. We are going to say I'm going to be telling you we are pushing our files to GitHub from today onwards. You see this? You see this, guys? Okay. So I think it's done downloading. It is here. If you have finished downloading it, it's here. Mine is here already. You see this? You see this, guys? It is here already. So I come here, show in folder. It is here already. Okay. Look for it in the downloads. Look for it where it is. All my downloads by default they come to the desktop. I see them fast, hand fast. So I think your downloads could be in the download folder. Here, when you come here, in the download folder, you'll be able to see your downloads. Okay. So my download is here. And I come. Okay, it's loading. So guys, I want you to mark this very well. Very well. Okay. So this is how it looks like. GitHub Desktop is being installed. It will launch once it is ready. Guys, are you seeing something like this? Is it coming on your machine? Just tap on that setup. It's now beginning to install. Are you seeing this, guys? Okay. So it is coming. It is coming. So let's give it some time. After it coming, then I would like you to, when it's coming, I would like you to come here simply and you enter in your email. You create your account. Just create your account very fast. You create your email and you create your password like that. Your username like that. Okay. Okay, so sign into github.com. Okay, you can create your account even from here. Okay, are you seeing here? You can create your account from here. Hmm? You can create your account from here. Hmm? Are you seeing this? So let me show you. I can either sign in or I can create my account. So here they will bring me to here. For example, like this one here. Then I just say maybe, you see here, they want to take you to where your browser is, where that account that you're using is. I can create my email, my password very well. I can also continue with what? With Google. Are you seeing it? I can continue with Google. Are you seeing it? So I can use maybe, for example, maybe this is a new account. This is not my account that I already used in the GitHub, but I'm just trying to show you. I'm just trying to show you. The GitHub will allow access to about you. Okay, I continue there. Okay, it's loading. So they have even given me a name here, a default name. Your username is there. Your username is there. They've given you this username here. Then I create account. Guys, are you seeing this? Create an account. Create an account. Follow. You can even pause the video and you follow. You play back and you see. So guys, this is how my interface looks like for the very first time. Guys, are you seeing it? Guys, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? This is how my interface looks like. This is how my interface looks like. Are you seeing this? So I've created an account, but this is a new account. I'm using this just for purposes of teaching you. But we already have my already created account already. Okay? Okay. So when I come here, you see it's empty. It is empty. You see this? It is empty. So I sign into, I continue using, they bring for me continue, I continue. Then they bring for me authorize desktop. They bring for me authorize desktop, I authorize continue. Let's say open this Git desktop. Okay, I open. Okay, so guys, I want you to follow exact steps that I am doing. My username is here, and they tell me here finish configure Git. Okay, yes. So members, if you have been following up to where I am right now, then right now I think you don't have any problems. So my new account is here, my email is here as you see it. So my account is fresh. This is how it looks when it's fresh. Okay, GitHub. So and now guys, this is very crucial. I want you to note this because I'm going to be using all this in most of the videos that are coming in the future. Guys, please understand this. Understand this. Not so? Yes. So, I think now everybody is here. If you're not yet here, please sign into your account very well and connect the Git desktop with your account. This one, which are your newly created account with your Git desktop here. You see this? Okay. So I will come here. Yes. So guys, you seeing? Now we are going to push our files onto what? GitHub. This online code storage. We are going to push our files now to what? To GitHub, the online code storage. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to come here. You see my GitHub is here. I've logged in very well, and you can see it is here. As you can see, there is no any public repositories in this file as you see it here. Okay? Okay. So what I'm going to do is like this. I'm going to come here. You see, I'm going to come here. Guys, you see here I don't have any repositories yet. I don't have any repositories yet. So I'm going to come here on my project. You see, we have been studying a lot of lessons right from day one. Now I'm going to post this one for day 11. You see this one for day 11. You see it? This is the one I want to store on my code on the GitHub. This is the project that I'm going to store on GitHub. I don't want to keep it on the machine because the machine can get lost, it can be stolen, it can get a virus, it can crash. You see this, eh? So I'm going to keep this one for day 11, my previous project. I want to store it online. You see? This is the project that I'm going to store online. You see? Project that I'm going to store online. You see it? Okay. So let us go to our Git desktop. It is here. You see it, eh? This one was the setup which we used to install Git desktop, but now this is the one that we have. I'm going to click on it and I wait for it to open. Guys, follow my instructions very well. Follow my instructions very well. Follow my instructions very well. Okay? Okay. So it's like this. It is like this. You see it? It is empty as you see it here. It is empty. So one thing I want to hint about, so that most people don't make that mistake, all the projects that we are going to put on GitHub, all the projects I'm going to put on GitHub, I can even write it here. All the projects, stroke files, we are going to put on GitHub. Let me even push this up. And you see, all the project stroke files that we are going to put on GitHub. Do not leave let me even take it down here. Do not leave any space in between. Let me even put here a hyphen. In between the name of the file stroke project. You see this? Do not leave any space in between the name of the file stroke project. You see this? Someone will want to put, like, for example, a file called maybe let me say like let me just say gaming, or let me just give a name of a website. Let me say, which website can I use at the moment? Let me say like let me say like Sky Kids, school, and someone, his folder is like, for example, like this, it do not leave any space in between. If you have the folder and it's called like this, Sky Kids School, as you see it here, Sky Kids School. Let me give an example. That my folder, here, I have a folder here, and it's called Sky Kids School, and this is the way it is. The way it is, there is some space between Sky Kids and school. Do not do this. All the files that we create, make sure that you rename this and you rename it to what? Sky Kids School, and you put a hyphen in between. Guys, do not leave any space in between the two names. You see this? So if you have any other folder that you have on your machine or your desktop anywhere and has some space between, do not leave any space. Put at least a dash, a hyphen. You see this? Then I change this and I show you. It turns to Sky Kids School, as you see it here. You see this? You see this? Do not leave any space in between. You can even rename that folder. Guys, this one here, which I'm telling you, I've made some research, and 90% of the people if I'm maybe approximate, maybe 90 may be too much, but let me say like 80%. People who normally have files like these ones here, where the names are what? Where there is some space, you're going to face some problems when you are pushing things to what? To GitHub. You're going to face some problems. Make sure that there is no any space in between here. Make sure that there is no any space in between. Even if you have 3 names, for example, let me say it was formerly like this. Let me say it was formerly Sky Kids School like this. Make sure you either join all of them at once and they be like this, and they be Sky Kids School like this, or if you want them to be separated, put a hyphen in between. Rename the folder name. You see this? Rename the folder name. Don't leave any space between. You see this? Okay. So I'm going to host my project, the one that I worked on yesterday. The one that I worked on. Where is it? Let me get it and I show it to you. It is here. It is here. The project that I worked on yesterday. Okay? I'm pushing it to GitHub. I'm storing it on what? On GitHub. That's where we store online our projects, us as developers. Also, you are going to become a full developer, and I want you to mark this and know it very well. Okay? Okay. So when I come here, you see, this was day 11. This was day 11. I'm going to come here. You see, day 11, there is some space in between. I'm going to rename that, and I put day 11, day some space. Then I put that dash and I call it day 11, as you see it here. And so, okay, this is how I want it to be. You see, guys, are you seeing? This is how I want it to be. You see? Inside my day 11, let me first check inside. We have our index, as you see, our index is here, and we have our about, as you see it here. We want to put these things online. We don't want to keep them on our machine. Our machine can get any problem. It can be stolen. It can crash, and you lose all our files. You see this? We have our about here. We have our house here, then index, and our style. You see this? These are the folders that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to come here. After renaming, I come here, I say add local repository. Guys, you watch what I'm doing because it's very crucial. Add local repository. I come here, I say, bring for me this pop-up. I say choose, because here there is local path. Choose. So I choose where my file is. My file apparently it is on the desktop, as you see here. It's on the desktop. I look for it. It is in lessons. Day 11, as you see. Day 11. You see this? Day 11. That is the folder name of my file. I say select. Okay, it is there. So after doing this, I say add repository. Then they're going to bring for me some suggestion here. This directory does not appear to be a Git repository. Would you like to create a repository here instead? So here my files are empty. There is no any repository. It's the first one that I am putting. If there was another one, that I had created already with this same exact name, it will tell me that this file already exists, but right now it is not there. So I'm going to just create a repository. I click on create a repository. I create it there. Then brings for me this pop-up. I just come here, I leave this, the description you can put, but I don't want at the moment. Even this one you can leave, even this one you can leave it out, even this. And I click on create repository. Create repository. Okay, it's there. It's now loading. Okay, it is there. So I'm going to come and say publish repository to GitHub. You see this? Publish to GitHub. Publish repository. So they bring for me this pop-up here. It's the final pop-up. They say the name is here, description you can leave it blank. Then keep this code private. Guys, let me talk about this. If you are working on a client's project, imagine this one here which I was working on. I'm doing a cloud and this one is for a client. I don't need to keep it public. Because this is a private project. Not everybody can tap into this and see. On GitHub, people can see some of your projects that you put. Someone can get access to some of your projects if you make them public. If this is a client's project that you're working on, this one needs to be kept. This one needs to be kept private. You see it? Keep this code private. You just check there. So if you're working on a team project, for example, you are in a team like of 4 or 5 people or 3, and you want your code to be shared, and you want someone to see your code, you just send a link and someone sees your code. You leave this one as you leave it unchecked so that one becomes public. It's public. Then you keep this code private. But right now, I just want to keep it public because I want you people to see my code. Public. You can even search and you see. So I come here, I say publish repository. Okay, it's now loading, it's loading. Okay. So it has gone. So now I come here on my GitHub here and I refresh. So guys, are you seeing it is here? Guys, are you seeing it? It is here. Members, are you seeing? Day 11. It is here. This one was for yesterday. The project I did yesterday is day 11. It is here. You see this? I can even come and click on that day 11 project and I see it. You see, my files are here. They are kept. There is about.html, house.jpg, index.html. You see it here? Style.css. When I come and open my file here, I come here and I open my file. It is here, day 11. The ones which are on my machine are the ones that are there. You see this? About, index, they are all there. Guys, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Now it has created a new file called .git. As you see this one. Are you seeing this one here? .git or .git attributes. These two files are crucial. Don't even touch them. These ones here are the ones that are going to make this online storage here to know if you make any changes to this code. For example, if I make any changes to this code, for example, if I change the color behind here, I'm going to show you all that. So they are stored. These files here. And let me explain very well, and you see. These .git or .git attributes, they communicate with the ones which are online here. The Git attributes which are online here, they communicate. If you make changes this side here locally, you just push these changes online, and then they go and they change automatically this side. You see? You see this? Guys, are you seeing this? Okay, so I want to show you something. If I first close here, don't touch those files. So when I come here on my day 11, I can even come here, I open with code. Okay. So they bring for me. You can see them now. They are here. Those Git attributes. Don't touch this. This is a very sensitive file. Guys, are you seeing this? This is a very sensitive file. We use this one to communicate with the file of our machine with the file which is online here. You see it? You see it? Okay. So even if you come here and I see my about or my index.html, it is here. It has 900,000 as you saw in my browser. Bangalore. You see it is here. 900,000 Bangalore Accurate Estate. Even on my online repository here, when I come here and I see index.html, I tap on index.html, I'm tapping on it and I see, you see, it is here. You can even see it here, 900,000, the one which is here, 900,000, 4-room, bungalow, arkwright, estate, you see. Now, I have stored my code online. Guys, are you seeing this? This is very powerful. Very powerful. We don't store our code on email, on zip folder, on any other those small sources, flash disk, hard drive. Store your code in a very well designated place called GitHub. You see this? I can see all my code the way it is, So even if I delete this folder here, I can restore it back when I'm getting it from online. You see? This folder here, even if I delete it. So you can even see my style.css, margin 0, padding 0, border box. I want to see if it's the same with one which is online. Style.css, and I click on it. You see, it's the same, margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box. You see this? So even if I make any slight change, I want you to see this. Even if I make any slight change, for example, my index.html, if I come here and say, and I add, for example, just even letter P, like this, and I maybe just say boy, just this alone, and I just change only that. When I come back here like this in my Git desktop here, it will show that you made a change. You made a change here. Are you seeing? P boy, you made that change. Are you seeing this change here? Even just that slight change, it will show that you made that change. If I come here and I just say maybe let me just add another P tag, I say girl. Here in my Git desktop, it will show that you made these changes here. You made these changes here. You added the boy and girl. You see these changes here, you made them. But however, you see this is my index.html. But however, on my index here, which is online, even if I click on it like this, it will not show that you made those changes. They are not there at the moment. But now, what do I need to do to update and I put those changes there on one which is here? So here they will show me that you made these changes here. So I'll come here and just say update, as simple as that. If these changes are very important to me and I want them to be stored online, I say update index update. Maybe I can just say update for index.html. And I come here and say description, this is an update. You see this? And I commit like this. You see? And I say push origin. You see here? Push origin. Push origin. Pushes now, it's pushing to the one which is online. They are now communicating. They are communicating. The Git attributes are now communicating between the one which is here and one which is online. You see? This one is communicating one which is online. You see? Okay. So this was the file which was created when we were creating the repository. It does not come with our file. This one just comes when we create the repository online. That file which we create, which is online. This is when this file is created. It's created to help us to communicate between this one and one which is online. So when I come back here online here and I see, let me just simply refresh, and you see they are now here. The P boy and the P girl, they are there. You see? If those changes are important, it's like that. So even if I come here, right now there is nothing showing that there are no any local changes right now. Even if I come here and I now remove them, I said those ones were irrelevant. I don't want them. Just removing like this. Here, it will show that you removed them. It will show that this is a subtraction sign, subtraction. You see this? That you have removed them. So I come here and just say update for index.html. I I say here, this is an update for index.html, like this. So here, even if I refresh, remember I've not yet pushed to the one which is online. They are still there. So if I come here and push the one which is online, I commit. Commit means you have accepted the changes. Commit means you have accepted the changes. Commit means you have accepted the changes. Then I push. Now it is communicating with one which is online. It's communicating with the file which is online. You see it here? Okay. Okay. So I come back here in just split seconds. Just refresh here. They are gone. You see? The same thing which is here is the same thing which is here. You see? They are gone. You see? So guys, welcome. You can see, if you feel free to explore GitHub if you're using it for the very first time. This is where we store our code. Okay? All our files are here. Do not delete. Let me repeat this. If you happen to just tamper with this Git attributes, it will not connect to the one which is online. Are you seeing? This one is connecting, this Git attributes is helping us to connect with one which is online onto the what? The server. Don't tap on it. Don't. Don't tap on it. Even there is another folder which is inside our folder which was created. When I come here, it is here .git. Some people will be able to see it, some people will not see it, but it is there. .git. Don't tap on these two files. They help us to communicate with one which is online. Okay? Okay. So this is nice. This is nice, guys. Guys, this is nice. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos, guys. Okay? Okay. So you see, most people are telling you that people don't send code on email. Imagine right now you sent your code on email. On your email. How are you going to know changes that have been made and ones haven't been made? If you have your code in flash disk, how are you going to know which changes have been made and ones which have not been? How are you going to know that? How are you going to know that I made changes on which day? Here, flash disk. Flash disk, email, you put them hard drive. Those things can get lost. Even if I change the location and I maybe go from one country to another country, I can still get my code. I can even send my code to someone who is across far away, who is oceans away from where I am, or who is up country. I can send my code. I just tell him or her, you want to see my code? You want to see my code? I come. I say, you want to see my code, the one that I have? I just get for him this link and I send it to him. You can get this code. Even if it is you, you can see. You can just copy all this link and you see my code. You see? I can just come and copy this link and you see my code, all of it the way it is right now here. You see? So that you don't have any problem whatsoever. You see? And even you can see that 11 minutes ago, it can even track the time. You did this 11 minutes ago, you updated index.html 11 minutes. Now this is for now. You can see. You see this? So guys, this is where we store our code. Guys, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? So I want to explain to you something. Even if my file gets destroyed, let me say my file gets lost. This one is day 11. Let me just suppose that my laptop is maybe taken, or my laptop crashes, or anything that happens that goes to be anything that is wrong happens. How can I restore my code back? I just come here. It is very simple. I just come here. I say my laptop has crashed. I want to restore my code back. This code is very important to me. How can I get it back? Just come here. There's code. Here they bring for us options. For example, zip, like this, all this. So you don't even need to waste time. Just come here. The link is here to this place. The link to this place is here. just come here, I copy the whole of it the way you see it. I copy the whole of it the way you see it. I just copy, Control C. I come here. I say there are options here. I say file, add local repository, clone repository. I'm going to clone repository. I just come here, I clone it. I go here to URL. You see it here? URL. I put it here. Then they tell me where do you want to put it? There are a lot of places. There is desktop. Your file can even be called music. Your file can be called lessons. Your file can be called anything. Me, I like putting things on the desktop where I can easily see them. Okay? Me, I like putting things on the desktop. So this one I can say day 11. I want to put my day 11 on a desktop. Remember, it is not on the desktop. You see these guys. When you come here and you see amongst my files, where is day 11? It's not here. It's not even anywhere here. It's not anywhere. You see it? You can even give you time. You check and you see. It's not here. 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 As you see it here, I want to put it here. I want to get it from online. I'm now getting it from online. I come here. I say file. I say here. I come here. I say clone repository. I come here, I put that link, that exact link, I paste it there. I say desktop, day 1. It can even be gaming, day 1, depending on your file. Music, day 1. Documents, you put that one, it's there. And I say clone. It's cloning. Now it is online, it's now giving it to me. Okay. It's there. It's now, I know what right now it has come. Okay. Day 11. It is here, guys. Are you seeing? It is here. It's here. It is here. You see it? It is here. And it has now come with everything as I had it originally. My git attributes, about, house, like that. All of it is here. Style.css, they are all here. Some of you members will not be able to see this git here, but it's there. It is in some computers come with hidden settings. For example, hide some folders, which begin with a dot, that they hide them. But for me, my file automatically, my laptop, I set it to see these folders which have the dot on it. So guys, do not delete these files here. Do not delete them. My computer by default, I can see these files which have the .git. When you go on in settings, you'll be able to see them. Some of you people will not be able to see them, but they are there. By default, they are there. Some of you will be seeing an empty space, so you're just be seeing your normal files, but you won't be able to see this. It's okay. It is okay. But if you'll be able to see them, do not delete them. They are there. They are there. There is a setting. Let me first show you the setting. The certain setting here, it is let me see it. When I come here, let me just leave it. I'll just take a small setting. Okay. So some guys, some of you will be able to see this, some of you will not be able to see it, but they are there, but they are invisible. Depending on your settings of your laptop. Some of you you're unable to see some of the hidden files. Some of you will not be able to see them because your settings are not be able to see the hidden files. But me, I can be able to see them. I set it that I must be able to see the hidden files everywhere they are. Even if they're in a folder, I can see them. So these are hidden files. Once you begin with a dot, they are all hidden. But me, I can see them. So don't delete them. You see this? Never delete them. So guys, wow, it's here. And the same file, it was here. I was giving you a scenario. It is the same. My file was here, but I was just telling you if my file is destroyed, if this one is hidden, or it crashes and I cannot be able to get it back. I can get it from what? GitHub. Wow, guys, this is nice. This is nice. This is where we store our code online. You get this? Get this? Okay. So guys, if you have any challenge up to here, I can even write it here. Let me write it here. because we are going for more and more concepts. If you have any challenge, let me know down there in the comment section. If you have any challenge whatsoever, let me know in the comment section. I see how I can help you. If you have any challenge, if you have any challenge, please let me know in the comment section down there. I see if I can help you. We are now going for another phase. It's called hosting. It's called hosting. I don't like you to miss this. I don't like you to miss this. Day 13 is today has been day 12. It has been about code storage. Day 13 we're going to study about hosting. Don't miss this, guys. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming videos. This one is going to be about hosting. We're going to be able to host our project. We're going to be able to talk about things like, for example, the .com, the .org. They want to talk about the .org, .org. They want to talk about the .app, those things, the .app. They want to talk about these things. So, guys, they want to talk about all these extensions at the end of our code. So, guys, don't miss this video. Don't miss it. Don't miss this. Okay? Okay. So, it has been great. I hope you have really enjoyed this. I hope you have really enjoyed this. You can even share this video with someone. You can share this link with someone. Someone sees this. Someone who is stuck, they can be able to be helped. Or if you are stuck, you can please reach out to me. I guide you through. Okay? Okay. So I'll see you in the next video. Okay? Okay.